Hi everybody, I'm Leah of seejanedrill, and today I want to show you a couple features on a tape measure that you may not have noticed, or maybe you did notice but you just didn't know what they're for. Come on in close and let me show you what I'm talking about. Now I have a few different tape measures here. It's 16 foot, I've got a 25 footer, a 12, and even a 6. One's metal and 3 are plastic, and I gotta tell you, it really doesn't matter. The features are all the same. So I'm going to pull the tape measure out, and the first thing you'll notice is there's a slot there. See that slot on the end? Well, it's not a design, it's actually a feature. And what it is it's a nail and screw grab. Let me show you how it works. So there's our slot, right? Here's a nail. And what happens is you put that slot right over the nail and it secures the tape in place. So if you're by yourself and you don't have someone to hold the other end of the tape, well, that nail grab there, it holds the tape for you. So you can make that measurement. You can use a screw or you can use a nail. It really just doesn't matter. It secures the tape. Now the next design feature is this serrated edge at the bottom of the hook. This is the hook here, and if you notice, it's serrated. Well, the reason for that is it's a scribing tool. Now what happens is a lot of times you're using a tape measure, right, and you don't have a pencil handy. Well, that scribing tool at the bottom of the hook will help you mark the material you're working on. What you do is you just want to scrape it back and forth like that, and so there's our mark. That's what we scribed. Okay, now I'm moving on to another feature, and I've got a different tape measure because it'll demonstrate it a little better than the other one. All these hooks, they move back and forth, and that's by design. Now, if you take a look at the first inch of the tape measure, you know what? It's not a full inch. Compare the first inch to the second inch. Well, the difference is, believe it or not, a 1/16 of an inch. The first inch of this tape measure is short by a 1/16 of an inch. So the thickness of this hook is a 1/16 of an inch. So when you make a measurement from an inside corner, it takes in consideration the space. So I'm going to place the tape measure on an outside edge, okay? Now I'm going to hold that hook in place so you can see it moving. So when you do an outside measurement, you pull taut on the tape measure, and what happens is it creates a space there, and that space is a 1/16 of an inch. And that 1/16 of an inch is created so that you get an accurate measurement. Okay, so at the base of every tape measure is a number. With this tape measure, it says 3 inches, and that tells us that the base is 3 inches in length. This tape measure also has millimeters here, so it's 76 millimeters. So the question is, why do they do that? Well, believe it or not, it makes it easy to make an inside measurement, and I'm going to show you exactly what I mean. Let me show you how this works, okay? Say you're making an inside measurement, and I want to measure the inside of this window, right? Okay, so I've got my tape measure in place, right? But the bend of the tape measure distorts the reading, so it makes it really difficult to read. What the heck does that say? So what I have here is I have my tape measure in place. It's snug up against the wall. And what I'm going to do is I'm not going to rely just on the tape itself. I'm going to use the tape and the body of the tape measure, because we know that the base is 3 inches. From the top to the bottom here, that's 3 inches. So we add 3 inches to the 43 1/2 inches that's on the tape. We come up with 46 1/2 inches, and that's an accurate measurement. So hopefully I showed you a couple features, or a few features, on a tape measure maybe you didn't even know your tape measure had, right? Like that scribing tool. This is Leah saying you can do this. See you next time.